all of you have last time reclaimed the abandoned fort just south of Freyfrost. It took a surprising amount of effort, but you did manage to defeat the goblins who had entrenched themselves there, as well as the necromantic creations. It's going to take some time to bury all of the corpses, but that's not for you to do. You have reclaimed it, and you have sent signals to the teams back at the mine to start sending people to fortify the location, deal with the various holes and such, and try to get it ready. Meanwhile, it seems your group have decided that they would set out to investigate some of the things you've heard from the trade town of Vanderheim. Easy enough. That is where we will be starting. Lady Eliza will have declined to join you on this particular part of the expedition, given that Fort Giles would otherwise be undefended and the goblins might try moving back in before the builders get there. So she'll stay to make sure none of them can, well, get a foothold.
Alrighty.
Hopefully you shouldn't need her train expertise or such.
No, it's not just that she saved our ass every time we've been in combat.
Well, hopefully you won't have a combat this session then.
Right.
You're
Looking at the dread necromantic crypt in the city, like,
You're a paladin. You're worth now 2 of 1. So
clearly, yes. Did you see my attack rolls last session?
she's also fairly wounded as well, anyway, from having been downed twice.
very true.
The poor
Nice to
girl,
rest.
she suffered so much. I need to make her like a chamberlain or something, to make up for all this hardship.
But as it stands, your group is able to quickly make the trek down on the horses early in the morning towards Vanderheim before the roads start getting busy. Evading the patrols is not too difficult. After all, you're still not direct. No one's directly looking for all of you yet. So, keeping your head low with just hoods up, no one really pays you too much mind, even if some of you have a bit more unusual features. Vanderheim is given the region, it's a fairly large town. It's the largest one you've certainly seen in a very long time. It's sizable, and with a very old but perfectly serviceable wall around the outside, making it, if nothing else, just a pain to deal with for anyone wanting to attack it. Approaching from a distance, you already see something you already knew, though. The gates are shut, the walls are manned. It seems when they said no to the Inquisition, they meant it, having kicked them out. It appears that whatever slight was done to the Lady Mayor Rochelle was certainly enough for her to take this seriously. Or maybe that was just her being prideful. Still, you're able to make your way down, and there's already a queue as you arrive, actually, on the outside the walls. A few merchant carts lined up, so you can easily have your horses just behind that. But you can see off to the side, like a group of Inquisitor forces, like who've clearly been kicked out and are just camping outside the walls now. Though they're not paying your queue any mind.
All right. I mean, we're not here to sneak in or anything, so I walk up to the gates pretty much.
You gently ride your horse up towards the gate as the carts ahead go.
Before we go too deep, I will give you a tap of guidance, just in case.
Just in case I need to talk.
Yes.
Adjust your eye patch that disguise.
Yeah.
My lord, your iPad is a bit wonky. Let me fix it for you. Guidance.
Get me the guidance. Need to be straight, I'm told.
Oh god.
Strum it. Yeah. pushing the
City,
gate.
the city's closed to visitors. What's your business here?
We are here to investigate, well, a break-in in the local crypt, and also to talk to the mayor about said problem. I'm a seal. I am a paladin, an undead slaughterer and killer. He smiles as sort of as best he can to be friendly. Don't know how well that's gonna go.
He scowls a little bit, kind of his eyes darting over at the camp.
Yeah, he motions and says, "These are my companions. We are skilled adventurers."
Sure, it's not. So you're not claiming to be part of the Lord Inquisitor's forces, then?
He guffaws. Oh, heavens, no. No, no. What Inquisition does and does not do is of no concern to us, good sir. We are simply here to rest between stops and try to help with the town's potential problems. As I said, we are adventurers, looking for work, coin, and to spend some of our own coin in the local tavern.
He's gonna eye you up and down. Can you make me a persuasion check?
Sure can.
D4.
Not strength persuasion.
Strength persuasion? You're like
Gonna
flexing?
flex, like,
What are you
"Ooh,
doing?
yeah."
I mean, strength intimidation is just like showing off force. I'm not sure what strength persuasion is.
I am so awesomely strong that you have to let me in.
The only thing I can think of there is you like flexing your muscles to try and impress someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And another D4 on that. That's a natural 19, by the way. So I'm pretty sure 26 on the persuasion.
What 19s aren't natural?
The guard looks you over, but quickly concludes that your story seems genuine, and nods. Well, we've certainly been having issues, both something suspicious about the local priest, as well as with the goblins. I'm sure the mayor won't mind. Very well, I give you visitor access to the city. Do not cause us trouble, or we will kick you out.
I'm not surprised. Certainly. Thank you.
As you see, the gates start to be opened up. From a closer distance here, as you start moving through, you realize the guards on top of the gate aren't your typical town militia.
Hmm.
Those are definitely mercenaries on top of the walls.
Ah, yes.
The Inquisitors getting in.
The famed Vanderheim mercenary.
Yes, the Vanterwatch Guild. It appears the mayor has pulled out the stops and made sure that it is not peasants trying to stop the Inquisitors getting in. It's proper trained soldiers.
So, first of all, the town is completely walled.
It is walled basically on all four sides. Yes,
What, a stone or wood?
it's an old stone wall.
Huh.
It's not the best condition, but it will. I mean, it will still be a pain to get through.
I'll
Right.
say. I mean, yeah, just honestly, just closing the gates and putting some archers up there would probably make the Inquisition pretty hard pressed to take this.
Especially because just forces are rookies. He's got here and his soldiers. They're
But-
not. They're not going to deal with fortified base that well.
Right, but even so, the mayor pulls in the guild. Like, she hires the mercenary group to, like, really, really. All right, interesting.
And again, unfortunately, due to heavy snow the previous night, the streets are just laden with it. But it doesn't seem to have affected the town much. Yeah, there might be a lot of snow, but the people are just getting on with their business. This is the north. This is nothing unusual for them.
Yep.
People are moving around, and it's kind of bustling. There, you can see plenty of stores open as you kind of head down the main thoroughfare street.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a few bars off to the side, a blacksmith's, a herbalist, a few carpenters, masons, tanners, a shoewright.
How much gold do we have in the treasury currently?
The group's current treasury, all combined, comes out as a glorious about 400 gold.
Ooh.
Look, it's poor. Oh.
That is.
Oh my god, we're so
It's-
poor.
We are dirt poor. Looting has been awful so far.
Maybe we should just be adventurers. Who cares about the kingdom?
I know, right? Like we need to get some mercenary work here to fund our effort.
It's an option.
We are almost a third of a way towards a. Although I suppose I have one being.
Yep.
Just to quickly just inform the group that I have, with the blessing of DDS, I have switched fighting style. Because I have realized that my AC is honestly way too low to be a proper tank. The last few battles have really shown me that. So I have switched to defensive style, which gives me +1 AC as long as I wear on.
That's good.
Yep. It's also a fighting style that is always active. Like I don't need a specific weapon or anything to for it to work. It's just always going, So that's picked.
Martial instincts will protect you.
Yes. He has just been a little bit more cautious, all the goblins and the freaking demon horse, running through the keep sort of taught me that perhaps discretion is the better part of valor here, and we need to be
Fine.
more tanky.
Because
I
they
need a
ran you through
magical
the
shield
drills.
to survive.
So with a shield now, I have a 20 AC, which.
Oh
That's
wow,
pretty
yeah.
good.
That's very
Pretty
good.
good.
And if I get the full plate, I'll have 19 even without a shield. So that is pretty nice.
Impressive.
Good.
I will mention this also regarding things. I am proficient with herbal kit, so if we can get half of the ingredients for potions, I can make them.
Oh,
Ah, good to know.
So we can save on potions, which I spent 3 of them last session.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. But that's why I asked the money here, because if we need potions, here seems to be a decent place to buy them.
Yeah.
How
I still
long
have-
will it take to make them?
I think it's like an 8-hour, but of
Alright.
downtime. I have to check, but I think it's a
Okay.
day at max.
It depends, I think, on the rarity
what
of the
rule-
potion.
Yeah.
For basics, I think it's not to 8 hours a day.
But you have the recipe for potion healing?
You
I
don't
mean,
need
I assume
recipes
because
for,
my herbal kit says
I
that I'm
I would allow him
make
to have.
potions.
I would allow him to at least start with the basic potion of healing recipe.
yeah.
Can you make me a potion of storm giant strength?
Not at the moment.
31.
That is what you would need formulas for, but general healing potions are a different rule where you can actually make them with healer kits. So
Man, 31 strength. Can you imagine?
isn't Storm Giant strength 29?
Oh, is it 29? I thought it was 31, but yeah, you might.
I've been looking.
Provision with this kit is required to rate any antitoxin or any potion of healing. So I assume I would have some form of knowledge how to craft them because I'm proficient with this kit.
Yeah,
As I said, I would at least allow you to have the knowledge of the basic potion of healing. So
that makes sense.
That's a good downtime, perhaps. If we don't have anything to do, maybe Zed can either brew potions or like gather ingredients for them.
Yeah, that's something.
But do we need to buy any potions right now?
I have one, so I can still hold on it, and I still have my healing.
Yeah.
So I don't think yet, because we aren't going to fight yet. I think when we are going to fight, I think that's a matter of discussion then.
I'm sitting on 3 over here, so I'm pretty loaded up. But yeah, okay. Well, I'll just keep the 3 for now, and if anyone needs, does anyone not have a potion?
I think me,
Yeah.
but
Well, take
I'm
one
pretty
of mine then.
okay.
I believe the group has never distributed one to Ceres.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. Don't
Sure?
keep it. I mean, the rest of you almost died. I was fine. So,
Yes, well,
in pretty
so
much
with
every
your-
combat. So,
you and your fancy teleportations and darkness.
I've made a character to do the opposite of what Rifflin did and not die all the time.
Yes, I made the character who dies all the time.
Yes, Isakawa was like, we need a character that dies all the time. That's my role in the party.
Yes. But I did say to Dark Pack, if Seth permanently die, I'm gonna go fucking life lyric and so all the healing will come to you.
Oh, that would be awesome. I
So,
can, I can taste the channel divinity.
Dark, I have a question. Is there any underground presence in this town?
No, indeed, yes. Vanderheim does have a underbelly to it. Given it's a main trade area, small little outlooks of thieves and pickpockets have managed to come up, as well as, of course, some underground trading. Your contact in particular is quite well versed after several years of operating near here.
Okay. Okay. Good.
So is
And
that
since your contact is so well versed here, it wouldn't really take you much time if you wanted to dive into the underbelly.
so? Is
Alright.
this something Vikas just knows, or is it something that he like picks up on as he walks into town? Is there like a secret sign somewhere that he noticed?
You know Steve's can, so I'm assuming you'd recognize symbols somewhere if there is any.
Probably a bit of both of Vickers.
Yeah.
Like he would know there's something criminal underworld here, but I think as he's walking through, he might see that kind of like a strange little mark on one of the alleyways. Everyone else just thinks it's graffiti, but he knows it's like a sign of like safe space this way.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, I think what time of day is it?
Early morning at the moment, maybe like 9 a.m. at most.
All right, awesome. Forward, friends, towards the mayor's house.
Okay.
Because we are here on business.
Very.
I assume you wanted to do the talking and not Seros.
No, I can do the talking. Renara's pretty chill right now.
Awesome.
I mean, I can give one of you like enchant abilities for charisma. When we are
Well,
gonna talk it gives you
it's-
advancements.
Was it?
Advancement
Cyrus.
or what?
It's me or Cyrus.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to one.
Yeah, Eagle Spender, advantage on charisma checks.
Well, what do you think, Halldamir? Do you feel that you want to take the talk with the mayor, or should I?
I mean, it depends on how you want to approach it. Do you want to approach it as like I am the king, you're going to listen to me, or do you know what I mean?
Yes, it wouldn't be the first my first approach.
Obviously.
My plan was to actually present us as a problem solvers, so to speak. And once we have ingratiated ourselves with the local rulership, then we can start talking the real business.
So what you're saying is we need Sarah's gracious, manipulative touch here in terms of talking.
Instead of ominous, just cold stare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am king.
Make me
Necrotic
plate
aura.
armor.
Necrotic aura.
Make me plate armor, basically. I agree.
All right.
All right.
So we're just
If it
coming.
lasts-
So we want to just ingratiate ourselves as the problem solvers.
Yes.
In the beginning here, I think that's the right approach, because if we come all out, she'll be like, "Yeah, I'm sure you are. Get them out of here."
Yeah.
But if we can prove useful and reliable to her, then she will be more inclined to actually listen to us, and also maybe that makes her feel smart, because she's like, "Oh, these adventurers, I never heard of them before. They seem, reliable or special in some way." And maybe she looks into it and then gets hints that we are actually who we say we are, and then she finds out that way and feels smart about it.
Okay.
So then we don't have to convince her that we are royalty. She finds it out for herself. That's my long shot view.
I'm all about it. Let's do it.
All right, and hands Sarah's then.
Do we just question the dark before I do this? Do we get like a can we like
I mean, you're not
Make
the
me-
most sure at the moment. You haven't really inspected the place, but
We march up to the place then
you can figure out when do you want to cast it as you get there.
yeah.
But yes, certainly the group can head to the mayor's place if that's what your first port of call is here.
I think so.
It's easy enough to find following the main thoroughfare, though the most prominent building you find heading down the thoroughfare is at the end of it is the massive guild hall for the Vanderheim Guild. It stands out looking like a small keep. It's not. It's more like a manor house, but it looks like a small keep in the middle of this walled city.
Oh, quick question to the group before we continue. Are we giving real names?
I don't see why not, honestly, because Amana's real name, like, he doesn't seal is not his actual last name, because
Obviously.
he's king, so he has 500 different
Yep.
Names and
I'm-
titles. So that's
I'm
his
also
taken name.
already using Zed, so it is already known in some circles. Like with the priestess in the town. So,
Yeah, seems fine.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Or unless you feel like now I'm suspicious. Is Ceres like wanted in this town for some reason?
No, not at all. I just wanted to make sure that we were like, I didn't want to just drop our
the
names
level.
and you'd be like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Just a quick question: do you guys need me there, or
No.
can I go skulking about? Perhaps see if I can.
Maybe do
You can
a
find-
mind link, but yeah, no, don't think so.
Yeah, I will actually. I'll do. He'll set one up with Ceres and then the king. And I feel that he would like to do some basically information gathering around the town just to see what he can pick up from the general discourse from people about things going on that might be of interest.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Then the rest of you are going to continue on then?
Yes. Let us do this.
Yeah.
Just nodded to me, so yes, he's ready.
In the shadows of the large guild house, you do then see off a little bit off to the side is the mayor's residence. It's a nice building by all means. It's just outshadowed by the fact there is just this giant opulent guild house next to it. When I say opulent, very showy at least, though not wealth wise. But approaching up towards it, you're quickly greeted by what's clearly a pair of mercenaries that are stationed to guard the place at the moment. Though they don't draw their weapons or any such, one of them simply approaches and before you get too close and calls out, "Business?"
Looking to speak with the mayor for some work. Gives Ceres just a simple answer. Honest.
There's a pause for a moment. Unfortunately, her mayorship is currently out speaking of the local priests. She should be back in about an hour, though, if you wish to wait.
Can I use the mental link to Vicus to Amanas to ask if we want to wait, even though the person driving Amanas is getting a drink?
He's back. So basically, you can tell him now.
The mayor is away dealing with priests. Do we want to wait, or I'm feeling going?
I think of him and they're probably talking about what we are here to solve.
That's
right?
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
Ceres,
guess you can go find them or whatever you want to do, really.
I think I'm gonna ask the guard where to find them.
Yep.
So yes, Ceres will say, where can we find her and these priests? Exactly.
You'll find it. It's hard to miss.
Sorry, most of that went just to the void apparently, but Ceres will thank him and will head in the direction he directed.
Down the eastern road to Riders Abbey.
Yeah. I
Thank
think
you.
before we enter, I will give you Ceres the enchant ability for Eagle Splendor.
Yeah,
Like
that gives
stuck
me
in an alleyway and like pop.
yeah, that gives me advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, advantage on all charisma checks.
Go into an alleyway and people like see as divine light coming from like oh. Then Ceres is like really, really sharp. Yes.
Heading
Elven
on-
bullshit. Who knows?
Well, spirits are helping, all right?
Yes.
Trek. It takes some time for you, but it's not a difficult trek to find the temple, given it's also on one of the main streets. It's an odd building for the faith. It doesn't really look like not one of the standard churches you'd expect of the Allmaker. It looks like it's another building that was then turned into a church and then overly adorned with various statues. In this case of, well, the main statue you see out the front is of this blindfolded individual sitting atop a horse and holding out a lantern.
Who is that?
You would know that to be at least a depiction of the aspect of the rider, the carrier of death.
Oh, good.
Oh, wonderful.
The aspect which lures the souls of the deceased to their afterlife, guiding them through the underworld. Heading up, though, you can enter inside. There doesn't appear to be many people here at the moment as you enter into the Hallowed Halls. Though it doesn't take you too long as you kind of enter into the central, central reception area. You can see a couple of what are clearly just acolytes off to the side who are in prayer, and you do rather loudly and proudly hear a conversation going on from the far end as you see a woman who matches the description of the mayor. Finely dressed, blonde hair, and very, very passionate. Varel, we must solve this problem somehow. It is scaring the people. We cannot have you just dragging your feet on this. Please. We cannot simply wait for whatever authority in the church you need to talk to. We need to take action. This is the only way we'll get results. Do you wish to interrupt?
I mean, I do, but also, what problem? Yeah, let's interrupt. Ceres will say loudly, confidently. Perhaps instead of a authority of the church, a group of people that want to help the local community. Perhaps we can solve your problem, whatever that may be.
The priest confusedly looks over as the mayor kind of looks to you and kind of shines this bright, peppy, almost a customer service smile.
Ew.
Hello, visitors, I believe. Oh, please, welcome to Vanderheim. What is this you're wanting to? What have you heard? As she kind of wanders down, just completely now ignoring the priest and coming to greet all of you, offering out a handshake to Ceres, and she starts speaking.
Yeah, Ceres will smile and give a shake of the hand and say, I am Ceres. We have come to see if we can help the communities, and as you're a rarity in this area. She smiles.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, but I am Mayor Rochelle Pine. I oversee this community and I protect it. And I very much appreciate any aid you wish to offer us. Mercenaries, by the looks of you, looks over kind of like the armor, the heavy armor two of you are donned in.
In a sense, yes.
Freelance, or do you belong to a company?
Let's say we're freelance at the moment.
She kind of gives a glance back towards the priest. Well, there are certainly many issues in the region of late that my force is a little stretched thin to deal with.
Can I, while she's talking here, can Avanas reach out with his divine sense, see if there's any undead or fiends or angels around?
And
I believe that's something I used to do.
Yeah, I think so.
to spend an action to do it a number of times per short rest off, I believe. So,
Yeah, it's number of times equal to 1 plus charisma.
Well, I'll use sense around.
senses out. There is something odd from the.
Hmm?
In the back of the room, there is a statue of this this tall, this kind of tall woman at the back by one of the altars. A very angelic-looking figure. The statue is radiating an aura similar to that of an angel,
Oh.
though a fairly weak one.
Consecrated ground.
Possibly, yes. Centered on that statue.
Amenas will just communicate this to Ceres, just as an aside. She doesn't need to do anything with it, but he's just.
I mean, it's an interesting factoid, if anything.
There is some sort of power in this place.
All right.
It's interesting because Vickers gets to know what's happening, but also be a one-way facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I must know about your skill sets. I'm sure we can find you work here. I always have use for competent mercenaries.
Well, our skill set is varied. I would be surprised if there is a problem that lays outside of them.
Amel grunts in affirmation. He says, I am a knight specialized in killing fiends and undead. I believe the common parlance for my particular vocation would be a paladin.
Her smile just beams radiance. She kind of claps her hands together. Perfect. Just the kind of group I was wanting. There you go, Farlan. We can solve this entire issue. You simply consecrate them to go in, and we can save you all the trouble of getting priests.
Ceres is going to avoid even being like, sorry, consecrate us to go in. Well, all right.
Yeah, excuse me.
I assume that's what we're gonna do, anyways. So that was a call all the way.
Sure. I'm also, interested in that she hears one of us what we do, and she's like, "Oh, perfect."
Yeah. I mean, let's just go with it, man. Let's go with it.
I think it's the kind of person that, regardless of what you say, they would be like, great, because they don't care. They just need someone.
Good that Vickers isn't here because we'd be like, he's an acquisitioner. Yes,
Yeah,
that's what he is.
Do you realize that's the exact reason I decided not to join you guys?
He is completely legal and above board, as far as you know.
Yeah.
My presence is certainly intimidating and also evokes a lot of questions. So,
Amenas will, cough a little bit and say, perhaps, Mayor, it would be best for you to explain exactly what is going on before we get consecrated and go in, as you said.
Yes, of course. Farlan, can you arrange us a private space for us to all speak? We probably shouldn't be doing this out in the common room. The priest just rubs his temple slightly and starts guiding all of you into one of the back rooms of the temple. It looks like he has a headache already, though you don't know how long the mayor's been here for. As all of you get to sit down, and the mayor calms herself slightly. Right, yes. So, we have of late had reports of movement from one of the old mausoleums. This has been an issue, of course, as there should be nothing alive or dead down there. Therefore, we need to have a group go down and ensure any bodies are put back to death again, as well as anything else that's managed to get in. Unfortunately, I've not managed to ascertain how they've managed to stop, how anything down there might be moving. She almost shoots a death glare at the brother Fallen at this point. But nonetheless, it is something that we do need to have dealt with. It scares my people, it scares traders, and if any get out, it could risk serious harm to someone.
May I ask,
Please, if you have a question.
why not let the Inquisition handle this? They are ostensibly an whole army of holy warriors. Surely they would be more than happy to invade the local crypt. Oh no. All right, well,
Adam, exist? Nope, he's dead.
so
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, I got a babbling baby.
so you say whatever moves down there scares the populace that it's bad of trade. Have you seen what is down there? Has anything come out? For example.
He has so far escaped from down there, but rumors go around, and we do have reason to think that at least a corpse has started to move, and if there's one moving, there may be more moving. Though few have been down there, as the church is the only one who can sanction people to be allowed down there. Looks at the priest incredulously.
And the church has been unwilling to consecrate your own guards to send down there?
Most of my own guards do not wish to. She pauses and seems to consider for a moment. Most of the house guard here is. Most of my own house guard is of the Imperial Persuasion. Unfortunately, the mausoleum in question mostly holds bodies of the old Skald communities. And due to certain tensions, I do not feel like agitating them by sending people they may not like down there. As outsiders, you wouldn't have a stake in any ongoing tensions. It's also why I've been wanting a priest to be coming, but obviously that's not happened. Again, gives a stare at Brother Fallen.
Right. I mean, out of character, this seems reasonable, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Unfortunately, due to a quirk of the Skald customs, which makes this slightly more difficult as well, is they traditionally are buried using their family's weapons,
Right.
which means if there are corpses down there, they will be armed.
Well,
Mayor sighs slightly, clearly slightly annoyed by this fact, but
yeah. I mean, damn skulls and their customs.
she is very clearly like a pure-blood imperial citizen. Clear,
Right.
like even just judging by her, like she's clearly not from this region.
Yeah.
At least her family's not.
Well,
Now, of course, if you do, of course, we can negotiate on some form of pay for this.
mm-hmm.
I'm always more than willing to try and aid anyone who serves the city well.
Odds. Yes, that seems perfectly fair. Undead slaying is dangerous work, after all, and some form of compensation seems just.
So, for this task of clearing out a small crypt, where would an experienced adventurer like yourself place his price? As her eyes almost narrow, going from very peppy to now very kind of hawk-like.
And
Now-
the business has gotten hold of her. No.
Now, everyone should. I mean, surely there's got to be some known price, right? For like typical mercenary work.
I'm thinking like. I mean, it's a small crypt according to her, which, who knows, right? Maybe like 125 gold per member of the group. You get like 500 in total.
You ask Vickers for his advice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Half now, the rest variable depending on what was in there.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So say 75 each. Oh, it's 75 each now as a down payment. And based on how small this crypt actually is.
Yeah.
And the severity of the threat, of course.
Yeah.
A bunch of variables.
Then we'll
Then we can
discuss.
renegotiate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is doing the negotiation back?
I think Ceres, because she's got the buff
Yeah.
going at the moment.
Yeah.
So she will say, normally we would ask for 125 each, as there are 4 of us. One of our members is not with us right now. However, because there are a lot of variables, knowing how big this or how small this crypt is, and of course the severity of the, let's call it infestation, we can call this half, we can say half of this for now, but once we're out, perhaps we may be fine with exactly half, or we may renegotiate. We're not going to swindle you, so if it is mediocre, then we won't.
Aw.
Well,
5 plus bonus for a cute baby.
Yeah, and then we God, I lost track of thought then.
if it's mediocre, we'll try to do the same. But if it's more severe, then we'll renegotiate.
Basically, yeah.
But we're fair people.
Make a charisma persuasion.
Okay.
Advantage.
Let's see if I can do this before Renara gets all grumpy again.
You get grumpy if you don't roll a good check.
He will have some things to say.
He's relying on you now. Roll this check.
All right.
24.
Good.
Okay, It's 24, is it?
Yeah.
She narrows her eyes slightly. Agreed. I can accept that condition. I can accept that pricing on the condition that your group is very careful down there not to cause too much damage to the crypt itself. If I get reports from the Scold people that they feel their crypt has been disrespected, I will not be paying any additional money.
No way you tax check.
No, wait, yeah. Ceres will nod and say, "That is fair. We would not wish to disrespect a culture's burial rites."
Excellent.
First thing that's
Exactly.
gonna happen is gonna be like triple shatter down
Triple shatter. Maximized shatter.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. The whole thing just caves in. Oops. Well,
Whoopsies.
that's
Reverse
all
gravity. All the
Crypt
tubes just
flies
fly up.
Yeah, flies up in the sky. It's like,
Crypt sightings in the air above Vanderheim.
There used to be the city of Vanderheim here.
Somehow, Ceres has dragged with her the entire crate to medical crystals, and she casts meteor shower on the crypt.
Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, there was collateral damage, and now that the town is also burned because she maximized it.
Half the town is just a ruin.
She
Oh,
used
that
all of
problem.
her sorcery points to increase the AoE, and now it is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The reason why you never hire a high-level caster to the end.
It's true, it's true. Alright.
Let's finalize this then. From each of you, can I just take down your names and, well, except for you, of course, gestures to Amanus for a moment. For the rest of you, what your main profession you would declare to be is.
Shit, I have to make up a name.
You're not even here.
But you have to write down my name.
Well,
Right?
we're using the right names, right? Oh, actual names.
Yes, but Vickers, I think, would be known if she was like, "Hey, do you know this like underground person?" And they're like, "Yes." I need to pick up a pseudonym. Hold on.
But
I
for the rest of
guess-
you, you can at least start introducing who you are to her.
Yeah, Zed will speak up, I guess. I am Zed Arthurgate, a protector of nature, more commonly known as a druid, and follower of similar faith as the rider is. So the good priest here doesn't have to worry about getting someone untainted on the crypts, as the usher, what I believe in, is very similar. I also work as a healer for many for this group, if that is any need.
Excellent, excellent. And yourself, my lady.
Ceres Talaniel. And I am a sorceress.
That powerful elven blood, I presume. Of course. We
The
don't see
very
many of your.
Hmm?
We don't see many of your kind. We see more. We see a few wood elves every so often, but an elf like yours, we've not. I'm not sure when I've last seen an elf similar to you.
There are very
Far
few
from
in
there.
this world.
Far from the north, or she looks. She looks curious over you. Though clearly doesn't understand the full elven spectrum, but
Yeah. She'll shrug and say, over a young but long life, I have been from many places. But my people, yes, from the far north, in general.
very well.
Um,
And you had one other companion.
yes. I think at this point Vickers would like to have basically come back, so he might have been waiting for his moment, but he will enter now. He'll have a soda, but he'll basically cough and say, "I believe you're asking for me." He'll step forward and do a bit of an awkward jerky bow and say, pleasure to meet, Mayor. I am Victor Magnuson. I am an information gatherer to help our party, well, get the jobs they do and also to, well, survive on them. I'm also a bit of a deft hand with the blade.
I got it. She bluntly says as she just seemingly writing down something in front of her, seemingly like a contract.
Mhm.
Very used to dealing with adventurers. You guys are no one new.
Yep.
It only takes her a couple of minutes of writing, though she does occasionally glance up at each of you, seemingly making notes to herself.
Yeah.
He slides across a very plain worded contract to you all, basically as you've agreed. That she, Mayor Rochelle Pine, leader of Vanderheim, will pay your unnamed group, consisting of Zed, Ceres, Amanus, and I can't remember what you just said as your
Victor Magnuson. I have it now on my label, so you can.
will be paid at a price of 125 gold pieces each, half up front, then half upon your return, presuming no serious damage. Open to negotiation if if emergent threats are discovered.
Sounds like my companions have negotiated wonderfully.
And there is the clause. Of course, there is the clause, and they're noting about no wanton destruction.
He nods. We are careful.
Ceres is mighty.
Nah.
Yeah, sure. This sounds good. Does she require a signature or?
It requires someone.
Sure. Amonos can sign it.
Mhm.
He can read and write. He's a king.
Ceres can read and write. How dare you, man?
How do you think she casts spells? What the fuck?
She's a sorceress who knows how she casts spells.
Oh my god.
The mayor looks at that, double check you've signed it properly, and nods rather happily to herself as she seems to press down the signet ring she has on the on the page, and something rather curious happens actually to all of your eyes.
Huh?
As she slides a second piece of paper out from underneath that you don't remember being there, an identical copy.
Is it possible for Amonos to press his signet ring down on the contract as well?
You can.
Then I think, like cheekily, he will do so because he still has the royal signet ring. That's something he has.
Ooh.
So you're going to use rest on there?
Yeah, I think so. To give her, see if she is alert enough to actually catch that and give her some food for thought while we go and kill some monsters.
Do you want her to notice, or do you want her to notice later?
I think I want her to notice while we are away, so she can realize who she has been dealing with.
Perhaps I can do some sleight of hand to basically put it on, but distract her. I don't know, so that she look at it later when she's going over it. Maybe I clumsily I don't know, shift some papers off the table while you press it.
You knock something over.
Yeah, but in a controlled way, so it's purposeful, right?
Damn it, Victor, you clumsy bastard.
Especially once we have signed a contract to be very careful in the crypt. Falls over the table or something.
What do you think, Dark?
If you want to give a sleight of hand,
Yes.
You seal the fact that the king is putting the signet ring on there, at least for the moment.
Yes. Okay. Get to do a check.
Now, Mayor, pick any card.
Because if it fails, I could just blame my old age, so it's fine. Let's see here. All right, we have what is it? Dex sleight of hand. All right. Okay, 23.
Nice. I roll.
You do so. You manage to distract her. As Amanus is finishing the signing and kind of slides it back across, and she hasn't clearly, so she hasn't fully paid attention to the stamp.
Yep.
As she then presses her signet ring, as I said before, to it. The
Yep.
identical copy you get is interesting though, because the identical copy also has a wax seal on it.
Mm.
For any of you who are particularly sensitive to it, perhaps Ceres in particular here, there's a very faint feeling of arcane magic on the paper just for a brief second.
Yeah, I think I remember there's like I can't remember what it is, but there's like a school of something that can
Yes.
generate contracts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a contract wizard.
Or if nothing else, at least she's duplicated the paper.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's a whole class. I think a school. I don't remember what it is exactly, but like you create a contract and like you can create an identical copy that will always stay the same as like, its twin.
You're not thinking of the Documancer from the Acquisitions Incorporated source book, are you?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe the Order of Scribes? Scribes?
That could be it. Yeah.
But she happily smiles as she takes her copy and seems to put it into her handbag, essentially.
Alright.
That copy for you to keep. It's been a pleasure speaking to all of you. She'll offer out a handshake to each of you, a very firm handshake to each of you.
All right. Take it.
Awesome.
Please, once you are ready, once you are ready to go in and you've made any preparations you want to, please be back here. I'll have Brother Farlan do all the necessary ceremony, blessing. You get the point. She kind of makes a hand wave,
Sure.
and then you can head down.
All right. Naturally.
Well, I am pretty much just good to go.
Yeah. Now that Vicus has actually been in contact with her.
And of course, I'll need at least an hour to get the money for you, but since you wanted payment up front.
That is fine. Perhaps your priest friend can show us the way to the crypt, so
That
we
sounds
can look over.
like an excellent idea. Farlan, please escort them and give them any speeches that you feel like. Sound good? Yes, excellent. Brother Farlan's not had a chance to speak at all.
Yes. Dark, I would like to basically, now that Vicus has gone into contact with her, he would like to do an insight check into her persona. In what I'm basically, the question I'm asking is there like front that she's putting up, like her actual personality, or what exactly is she hiding? If she is hiding anything, might be something
Insight.
bothering her. Yeah, let's try that. Because she's very peppy, but Vicus has dealt with people like that before, and sometimes it's more of front than anything else. I think he's gonna use his side bolsters in that here. He's gonna basically, I guess, psionically like feel the air, maybe get a grasp on her emotions that she's giving out, and see what that does for him. So he rolls a 2, so that's 15 for insight.
Okay. Up front, just kind of doing your best to look over her. As from what you can tell, like you feel like this is genuine enthusiasm. Though you can sense this kind of faint underline of it, where it's genuine enthusiasm, but it's also genuine enthusiasm powered by ambition.
Right.
She really wants something. She clearly wants to be known herself for great things. So,
Yeah.
using
Something
adventure
driving that. Yeah. Okay, good to know. All right.
Genuinely sweetness, so you think it's actually genuine.
That's nice at least. All right.
As much as I enjoy customer service smiling.
Yeah, because like I don't know if this is just like she's bullshitting to be nice or not. So, all right, Crypt time.
Very well. If your group has no other preparations you want to make, you can follow Brother Farlan. He is you'd say late 20s male. dressed in these kind of rather nice blue robes as he kind of leads you on, clearly nursing a headache. It's fairly quiet though for most of your walk initially, unless any of you bring something up during the walk to the crypt.
Seth would actually bring something up. So, dear father, brother, father, I guess, of this fate, could I inquire something from you?
Brother would be more accurate actually here, but go forth.
I am trying to get into the contact with the revered mother of the riders in the area. Is that something that I could acquire from you, since the sister in the Blackwater Abbey couldn't provide me at the point? And I wish to speak with somebody who would have knowledge of the area for the information that I desire.
In speaking to her, I can't arrange anything for you though.
That is enough for me. Thank you for your aid.
He sighs. Anyway, he leads you a little bit further, and soon you arrive at the gates of what's seemingly a large graveyard, which he beckons you to follow him into. The snow has covered up on much of the paths, and some of the gravestones are even half buried by it. Though you do see the various symbols around, though you definitely see a stark contrast between kind of on one side of your vision, you see many with clearly very imperial style headstones and clear signs of, the Allmaker. And on the other side, they're kind of all over the place, the headstones, where some of them have almost, for like a real world analogy, but almost like Celtic style like markings on them. It's, you can definitely kind of see there is definitely this division of how the graveyard's been split between the two cultures.
Right.
Kind of leads you through it, and at the end you do find what appears to be a old mausoleum on the Skald side. It's not a particularly large building, though to your understanding it does extend quite a distance underground. In the crypt. This here is the third mausoleum for the Skalds, dedicated to the warriors who died in the Imperial Siege that occurred here several hundred years ago. Understandably, it's a touchy area for individuals like myself and the mayor's personal forces to enter, given they have qualms about past aggressions. He sounds so tired of this already.
And the town does have a rather well-known mercenary company. They also would be viewed as intruders in this case.
The mercenary company, for the most part, is Skald, but they have expressed other qualms with working with myself in this matter. And we've not managed to... Agreements have been difficult so far. And the mayor has been pushing for this to go through without having to go through all their formalities fully. She wants the problem solved sooner rather than later.
Understandable.
Plus, sending experienced mercenaries down there, again, may be seen as by others as an issue. All of you don't have the same name and reputation, so...
That's fine. We are an outside group and therefore disconnected from the local political maneuvering of the town. I can understand.
Due to the situation, of course, I will not be able to join you in the crypt once you enter. Out of following the respect that the locals desire. Though I will give you what blessings I can before you enter.
That would be much appreciated.
What blessing would that be?
While you're down there, you'll be under the permanent effects of a bless spell.
Ooh.
Permanent?
Gosh, that's
Wow.
powerful.
I mean, it's not like truly permanent. It's just as long as he's concentrating outside. But you know,
Yeah, no one's
Wow.
gonna it's like someone like playfully like pushes him on the shoulder. He's like, no, my concentration's gone. Hey, at least he'd know if we're dead because the spell will end, right?
Can we
he'll slowly realize he's concentrating for less people.
Yeah.
can we hire him and have him permanently follow us around to give us permanent bless?
Gosh, no.
Maybe that's something I can talk with the reverse mother.
It's
Yeah.
400 gold per session.
I would like.
He is-
I would like to recruit one of your priests.
He's drafted for the war effort.
What war effort? This war effort.
The
Brother-
war effort.
The war
Brother
against Crypts.
Fallen sighs a little. But yes, I also, of course, have to bless you with the customs of the Scold before you enter. Since you'll be entering to them, which is a ground reserved only for the dead.
I guess not. Whatever is necessary. I'm sure that once all is said and done and this problem is resolved, then things will be better for everyone.
He kind of looks over all of you. Do you have any questions about the crypt? We'll be waiting a bit for the mayor.
Estimate of size.
It is... Pauses. There should be 5 chambers, I believe, though to my understanding one of the chambers may have collapsed already. He pauses a little, saying that. So five chambers should be, though, what you should be encountering. Out of those 5 chambers, you should expect to see... Well, there should be down there... Think through it for a moment. There should, I believe, in the areas still accessible, there should be 35 complete bodies, and then many, many burial urns. Hopefully, not many of those have animated. Most of them shouldn't. The blessings and protection should have stopped them, but obviously something has raised them, some regardless. If you find any signs of what's also caused this, then please bring it to me. Though do not worry about re-burying the bodies. I will have the Scold locals rebury their own dead when things are safe.
Yeah. Yes. There might be not the most intact bodies once we're done. Apolos looks down his sword, checking the sharpness of it.
Just do your best to at least keep their crypts and their urns in one piece.
We shall try our best.
The bodies being in pieces we can deal with. Many of them went in with battle scars anyway. And I believe they would rather their ancestors not be trying to kill people. Not anymore.
Right, well, suppose we head in.
Okay. In that case, if the group can wait for the mayor to come back with your advance payment, as promised.
Yeah.
Gold!
60
Beautiful,
gold and
beautiful
5
gold.
silver.
And as she'll give Farlan the signal to anoint you for the crypt, as he will come over with this bowl of it's this strange silvery bowl covered in runes and glyphs that none of you really recognize. Though they are some of the runes are slightly similar to some druidic runes.
Said not knowingly. Yes, of course.
Obviously, yes.
As he kind of places a hand in the water, then on each of you begins to draw a symbol on your forehead with the water. Yomba, Lady of the Water, she who guides the ancient rivers, and she who guides the dead to where they now slumber. Please give passage for those stepping on your sacred soil. Please give them your blessing to return to the land of the living. Repeating that for each of you.
Huh?
All right. Do we feel anything when he does that, or is it just?
You don't directly feel anything, though. Certainly doesn't smell like normal water.
Ew.
You don't know exactly what it is.
Don't say that out loud.
Ew.
A slightly metallic tinge to the smell.
Oh, it's like mercury or something. Great.
Yeah, we're all gonna have hallucinations
Yeah.
of the.
Oh.
There's no actual undead like walking around. You're just hallucinating it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
It's a
the doll-
racket. It's a racket for money.
It's like the dollhouse in Resident Evil Village.
He then seems to go up to the crypt. He'll then go up to the crypt itself and seemingly unlock it with what is a really chunky key. That key you could probably use as a club.
An absolute unit of a key.
And there's just a tremendous thunk as the stone doors of the mausoleum can be pushed aside, revealing stairs down.
All right, down we go.
Time to go to Spooky Town.
Yes, each of you, however, will receive the bless spell. So
Hey.
there you
All right.
go.
Yay! I should put a D4 roll on a macro somewhere. Oh no, it's campaign, right?
Yeah, we do have a campaign macro for bless,
Brilliant.
so that will let you produce a bless whenever you need it.
Oh, awesome.
Bless.
Dark blessing, yeah.
Dark blessing.
It is a good blessing.
Yes. Good dark blessing.
Now I do ask: do any of you have light?
I have dark vision.
I have torches.
I don't have
And
dark
dark.
vision.
We
I am
have
a human.
Amanas's halo, right?
Yes,
Yep,
we do.
I also have the light cantrip, so I will light my halo as we go down, and I can also cast light on someone if someone wants to be an extra light.
Put on my horn or something. I don't
I
know.
want to be not a light, please.
Then Vicus gets the second light spell, so he has a light.
Clearly, we need to enchant Sarah with a permanent daylight spell so she can't turn invisible anymore.
Permanent daylight. Oh god.
Right, actually, darkness doesn't care about magic
Yeah, it's like
either.
fuck that.
Yeah.
What is that like level 8 spell, like Glorious Dawn or whatever? Like it's like the sun rising every part permanently. Oh,
Oh, it says
Gotta be in
non-magical
dark
light.
now.
Non-magical light can't be.
So the daylight spell we would certainly care about.
yeah, daybreak. Exactly.
Yeah. Daybreak would.
Ruin her entire everything.
It would. But by that point, I can counterspell.
Yes. Have permanent what is that from Guide to Wildermont? It's like abyssal darkness or something, where it's like
way down the stairwell. It's a fairly long stairwell, all things to be said, into the crypt. And you can see on the side several little alcoves also where you can see some more urns, though these ones definitely have been well protected. Though even with these little urns where there's not even a full body, you can still see something like even like a dagger sitting next to it. Or some other weapon.
Okay.
It seems like even the urns for those who are relatively quite young have been buried with some form of weapon.
Okay.
Though, Scold custom, I suppose, everyone needs a weapon.
Yeah.
Yes. Vision blocking there, do your job. There we go.
There we go.
Awesome.
That fucking rat token.
Big rats.
As you start getting into the crypt, the group
Yep.
does very quickly start hearing like this gnawing noise, this kind of scratching and screeching. As arrange yourself however you want to.
Stop-
Like
stop
little
at me,
opening stairways, but
Ominous. There you go.
that's a sneaky looking rat. Look at that thing.
but you end up seeing these just absolute monstrously large rats gnawing on some of the old woodwork.
Oh, we can't have that. They're destroying it.
No.
Let's defeat them immediately.
There goes your pay if they get destroyed.
Yeah, let's go beat these rats up.
What, you
To
can't be
that.
held responsible what rats do. Come on.
Well, how would they know otherwise? We need to kill them.
Surely we can have a forensic investigation to discern their gnaw mark.
We don't have the time for a forensic investigation.
Sadly, I cannot speak to them, so not today.
Parlay with the rats.
Could you not eat the grave? What?
I like the idea of putting a rat on trial.
I'll put on my best Skaven voice.
Oh no.
We need to walk grave.
Ah, yes.
I mean, Sarah has volunteered to be a voice actor if I need it for any characters. Clearly, his first role can be a rat.
Snacky quick. Yes, yes. Well, seeing the rats, I mean, we are here to do a job, and these rats are part of being destroyed. So I think we just start cleaning up here, right?
Initiative time, I believe.
Yeah. Let's get these rats out of here.
The enemies will also roll initiative.
Everyone joined and left, all at the same time.
Let's try that again. There we go. Now the enemies have appeared.
For now.
That's fair.
You begin to hear a creaking noise, and then a thud, 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 thud. And you hear like this scraping noise, like metal against stone. As you see a skeleton start making its way down the steps. Well, up the steps, actually, from the side there. Seemingly dragging at its side this enormous great axe.
It's a skeleton.
It kind of clatters and creaks as it looks at you.
Bone man.
I do like your token borders for the undead. Looks great.
As you also see another one begin to emerge from the opposite chamber. This one carrying this huge maul. They're certainly not lacking in weaponry.
No.
Because the armies of the undead have been summoned.
Yeah, he can see that. Well, the rats now are not as big of a problem as he initially thought, because there's these big ass skeletons. So definitely step in between Zed and Aminus here feet, right? It doesn't have. Do the crypt oh god sarcophagi give like cover or anything from him, or are they just in the way?
It's not tall enough to give cover to the skeletons.
Great. He'll pop around here and he will start firing his daggers at skeleton 16. So here goes one. Ooh, 20, 10.
That is a hit.
He will follow up with his bonus action one. That is possibly missed.
That is a miss.
How much did he move? Went.
Greetings, friendly rat. Oh, that was a miss, luckily. Sheila.
That was very close to
Too bad it didn't have an ally.
yes.
No one likes you, rat.
No one ever likes rats.
Ceres?
Sure.
Alright, let's not break anything, so I guess we'll just keep it real basic. I mean, does the wall protect me from being engaged here?
No.
No? Okay. I can walk through allies, right?
You can. Cost double movement, but you can.
Sure. I'll firebolt skeleton 16. 15?
Nice shot.
It hits the skeleton scar in the chest, staggering it for a moment before it just kind of raises them more towards you.
And then I can't, like, leave.
It can't attack this turn, however.
Oh, okay.
Now let's see.
It did have dash, unfortunately.
No, it's not good.
These rats look feral, hungry.
Ew.
Angrier rats.
Yeah.
It looks like they plan to make you into a snack.
What? There they.
Annoyingly, some of the snacks are tinned, but they'll manage.
Did you say knowingly? Haha.
You have to put up with accidental puns.
It's awful.
Squeak, squeak.
I guess I will move here and Thorn Whip the upper rat 4.
Everyone likes a thorn whip.
17. I would like the rat pulled like up. Thanks.
Ah.
That is for me.
Okay. As the skeleton seems to move out here. This skeleton is much larger than the other ones. This individual is, or was. Whew. They're nearing 7 feet in height.
Oh gosh.
Big skeleton. And his weapon is equally kind of huge.
Oh my.
And he's going to then just leap.
Oh,
Leaping
God.
skeletons.
Let's see. Let's see. He was Z.
No, 9 doesn't hit.
That's some
Disappointing.
hefty damage.
Quick.
Oof.
We'll try to leap on the back of Zed while he's distracted.
Does the rat consider the undead an ally?
Is the undead allied to the rat?
I don't see why it would be.
Technically not. Technically the rats only consider other rats that they're allies.
Okay, then it does not hit.
Like, they're not allies, they're not they're not attacking each other, but that's just because the skeletons generally haven't bothered with the rats too much.
Yeah.
Too many of them. Too many rats.
Neutral party.
Good.
Yes. Well, do a little bit of a movement here. I feel like a bit of a debuff for these people would be appropriate. Amnas will move like this, provoking from the rat. Yeah,
Yes.
squeak. That's a miss.
Squeak, squeak.
Goodness. With that, he is within 30 of every monster in this room, and he will deploy his Aura of Conquest here with Channel Divinity. So, Conquering
With an aura.
Presence. Yes. As an action, any creature within 30 feet that I choose must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14, or become frightened for 1 minute. Creatures can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn.
Is this all creatures or is it all creatures you choose?
All creatures I choose, which is all enemies.
Is the only one unaffected?
Harm anyone.
The skeletons do not seem to have a comment for you.
Yeah, well, they get the gist. That's the important.
The rats seem to screech away from you, though. It's like hissing almost.
Yes. Any creature that's fighting cannot move closer to me. And they all have disadvantage on their attack roll and saving throws. So, what is the saving throws? Attack rolls at least. Frightened. Been 2 weeks. That's why I haven't really remembered.
It's important to figure this out.
Yep. Frightened. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move close to the source of fear.
But they can be forced closer, which is good.
They can. The Thorn Whip forces them closer. Or Thunder Wave. But yeah, I believe that is it for me.
Okay.
I will be right back.
The skeleton stands here and just kind of like jangles its arm, like bashes its kind of just bashes its axe against the ground, like almost like he's trying to intimidate you.
Oh,
But it can't actually get closer.
Oh, true. Yeah. It's like, oh, interesting.
Not gonna play, but it's like just making noises to try and scare you now.
Right.
This one also just begins to bang its weapons, just creating just a ruckus. Ruckus.
All right. If I recall, if I'm threatened to melee, my range attacks have disadvantage. So let's clear some big rats here then first. Big rat 4, you will take my blade first. 20 for 7. Then, let's see. Oh, I have to attack it. All right. Sure. Let's use my bonus action to hit this guy. 17. I will sneak attack if that hits.
It is a hit.
All right. 4. Aha, he's free. Well, these guys can't move closer, so if I'd be a bit strategic about it, well, except the berserker. But does the berserker have reach, or?
He does not.
Right. I will sneaky around here and stand on the step here. That will be him.
The steps seem to go down deeper. And actually, you have light on you now.
I do.
Okay, one moment then.
Yeah, all right.
Steps. As your bright light kind of emanates into the darkness. Well, that's a thing.
Like that. Whatever that means. Oh, hi. Oops. Hello. Oh, I had a slight distinct feeling that perhaps there might be more. But that's fine.
So you may have awakened another pod of enemies.
Yeah. Oh well, it's like XCOM all over again.
Pretty much. In fairness, with skeletons banging their shields, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah. Well, given the fact that I see that, how much movement do I have left? I don't have any movement left. All right. Well, he'll have to stay here and be like, "Oh shit."
You'll be fine, right?
You dash with your like bonus action, perhaps?
I've already done my turn. This is my
He's
last
already-
step.
That was his last
I killed
thing.
2 rats. I freed you up over there.
But at the cost now that he's a little bit
Out of position, but that's okay. I can take a hit or 2 or 3, perhaps. Oh.
you'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have decent HP. I'm a rogue. I'm not like a wizard die or anything.
Says. Oh well. He
Hello.
would dash 5 feet closer.
All right. Yeah, that's a hit. Ouch. 15. Okay.
That more should probably not be doing slashing damage, but that's not the point.
That's fine. All right.
As you just whacked.
Yep. Whacked a good.
Squeak. Move here and take the dodge action. But I don't have a marker for the dodge action. To make a marker for the dodge action. Well, I'll give it the green halo for the moment. Saris?
Yeah, 1 sec. I think. Is there anything like valuable on those staircases, like what they would consider to be breakable?
In the direct, like box of the staircase, like here, no. There are urns, however, like here and here.
Okay.
So if you can angle it correctly, you might be fine.
Alright. The skeleton was still next to Blackers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
If you
help.
want to aim down here, you're going to have to get closer because you can't see this area from where you are.
No, I don't need to be see there. One sec. We
Sarah's
shall...
tries to figure out how not to kill her pay grade.
Yeah, pretty much.
Think of the money, Cyrus.
That's what I'm thinking about.
The gold. First time anyone is paying us to do anything. It's incredible.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Gotta make a good first impression for our first job.
You don't have evasion yet, do you?
I don't believe you.
No, I think it's level 5 or 7.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, so I can't help that much. But what I can do is well, shoot spells. That's what I can do.
I love
16's not going to get any closer anytime soon. So let's just shoot at number 2. Yeah, we'll come up here and we'll shoot number 2 with a firebolt. Nice.
Ooh. Some nice damage rolls here.
Fireball hits them in the chest.
Yeah.
They make like a rattling noise at you.
That'll be me.
Zed?
Seeing this team of fire going on, Seth will put light his blade away and then cast Flaming Blade to ask in the spirits of wildfire again to help his path. And then I will attack on the Berserker. The free?
Can you?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. It says the macro, so.
Oh, it should be a bonus action
Alright, that's
to
fine.
cast a spell.
Yeah. All good.
That is indeed a hit against the Berserker.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good.
That's my turn.
Shit. uh,
You're okay, right?
as long as I don't roll 16. Yeah, that's a miss. Oof.
Just take the chunk out the staircase, that's fine.
Ooh.
No, the money.
And Canny Dodge, you were so far, but yet so close.
This Berserker is going to attack back at Zed. Zed, you shall pay for what you did.
No, hits the shield again.
Though it does have quite a lot of force.
I know, but I have a fancy old element shield that holds all power against me.
I
Nice.
made it out of bark. This Berserker is certainly given Zed the business here, so we'll move up here. And we shall swing at the Berserker with my maul. No, not my maul, my flail, sorry. 21?
Hit?
Yes, and I will actually smite here as well.
What?
The first time I will smite.
Oh my.
Because I think these are quite dangerous, and probably just start to try to eliminate this guy. Yeah. So he will swing the maul over his head, and as it like comes crashing down towards skeleton, it like the silvery moonlight flames envelops it around, and it like resembles almost like a comet as it slams down into this skeleton, sending the incredible authoritarian will of Amanus into it, commanding it to be destroyed.
What happens when you smite it?
Well, first of all, take 6 bludgeoning damage there, and then I
Actually, take 9.
might.
Hopefully the macro works.
Yeah, if it works.
It's been a while.
One. Oh! 10 radiant. And let's see if there's any particular, because I'm smiting in undead here.
I think that's an extra die.
Yes, that is correct. An extra d8 here. With the hilt of the flail, similar to what the other skeleton did, and like, challenge me, you abomination! Trying to like draw attention away from Zed.
Oh, the Berserker is looking at you right now, and its stance has changed.
Yes.
You get the sense that it's going to swing with everything it's got.
I won't let it.
The Berserker smites the king.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's good that we have active audience.
They're banging out Queens We Will Rock You on the side.
You've got your fan group there. It will like. Can the skeleton actually do anything useful here?
If it has a range attack, that.
Well, does have one option for range attack.
Gonna throw them all.
Maybe.
No, but no, the skeleton.
Throw the rat.
Throw the rat.
I don't think a skeleton's smart enough to throw a rat.
Finally, the rat considers the skeleton an ally.
You know
I can't approach you, you have to toss me.
I mean, it can't approach the rat.
It's true.
It's true.
It can't get any closer, so.
Has used rat kinesis.
Frozen urn. It sacrifices one of its brethren.
Well, there you are technically correct. The urn is a valid weapon.
Oh no.
Damn it.
No.
Serious.
Hey,
Is
man,
it smart though
didn't
to do that? I doubt it.
I mean, it's trying to attack you. It can't get closer. It's going to throw something. Urns are the only thing in reach.
Catch
It's gonna be hard to explain, isn't it?
I come up and I'm covered in urn dust.
You wouldn't believe it.
This is going to go at. No, it doesn't want to. It can't, if for some reason it doesn't want to attack Amanus.
Yes.
Here, Zed, you can get this one.
Catch it.
Can I?
Catch
Catch it.
This is a disadvantage.
Okay.
Can Zed make like a sleight of hand check to catch it?
If Zed wants to try and catch it, assuming it doesn't. So if this misses, I will let him make a dexterity save to catch it.
Okay. It's a miss.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Alright, dexterity save.
You're
Say-
blessed.
You're blessed, so
Yeah.
maybe. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
18.
You prevent the urn being smashed.
Oh.
What does the way more next skeleton's go thrown as well?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
skeletons.
We need to kill those immediately.
So that will be for Ceres.
I can't see Ceres. There's a kind of a pillar in the way. So, Zed.
It's a
It's a
miss,
miss.
so not a save.
Catch it! No.
Bad.
Oh,
Ooh,
bless.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
15.
15.
You catch the urn again.
Oh my god.
You do not despoil these urns, you undead.
You're gonna get our security deposit revoked.
Exactly. Oh, how much money we have riding on this? First time we got paid.
Sorry, this one's not going to throw an urn.
Oh shit, I didn't see
no.
that one. Oh no.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
no.
Ow.
No.
Ow. At least he didn't. Is that? No, it's not a crit.
No, it's
Okay.
not a
thank
crit.
God.
It would tell you.
Oh, that's good. I'm still alive. I can get out of here.
Hey man,
I
you
can
can get out of
disengage.
there.
All good.
If you
Yeah.
can get next to me, I can heal you.
I can get next to you. No problem.
Because you made friends.
Well, those friends are gonna. I'm gonna have to leave them. They're not. They're not the kind of group I hang out with. Cunning action disengage. And he's gonna book it. So.
Come back,
Should,
friend.
should kill his skeletons on the side. But if I kill this berserker, you can go
Yeah.
for one of them. So.
Yeah, if you kill this berserker, I will move up and block all
Yeah,
of them.
as he passes here, he's gonna basically, as his action, swipe out a psychic blade throughout the berserker here.
As
See
it's
if he-
rearing up to do this big attack.
Oh, nice.
That's assumedly a hit, so 9 points and sneak attack. Oof. So 17.
The psychic blade runs straight through the berserker's skull, disappears, and it just then collapses into dust. Right about to unleash a devastating blow, but now it just kind of falls backwards.
And he will skirt behind here, hide behind this pillar.
Though hide as much as you can, being a beacon of light.
Yeah, of course, of course. But yes, that is his turn.
Yeah. 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 Misses the king. High damage though.
Yeah, they do bring that. Ooh.
Ooh boy. I saw the green and I worried.
Wow. Wow. What a double-edged roasted great axe.
Oh, I saw the green for a second too.
Yeah, thankfully the first roll was a fumble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fine, fine.
Screech.
Is it gonna throw one as well?
Then that is getting
No,
it hurt.
It's starting to it's trying to dig into the wall.
Oh no.
Aw, poor rat.
Deep throw, yes.
Rat
rat-
Investor is not part of like this kind of coins.
Oh, I know. He's throwing an urn with ashes in it, right? Maybe he's a Skaven Death Globadier.
Oh god.
Yeah, we can't have any more urns thrown. This is rough.
Alright. So I'm gonna draw this just while I quickly check on the wording for Shatter and about how it damages stuff, because I believe it only damages stuff within the area.
Yes.
So yes, only stuff within the area is damaged. I do not believe in that area there is anything like valuable.
There is no ceremonial objects in that range.
Okay.
That staircase was crafted by the old king. How dare you?
Yeah, well, no, it gets shattered.
Oh,
They weren't too
Oh,
worried about
damage.
architectural damage. They were worried about damage to the tombs. So.
Yeah. Okay. DC 14 con saves for those 3 skelebones, please.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah. So 11 or half. I'm just gonna Just gonna step back a little bit. Don't need to be anywhere near that.
You're a little uncomfortable with the amount of things.
Excessively.
I shall give Vickers level 2 cure wounds. That's my action. So you heal 12.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Nature's divine protection for you.
I'm out of level 2 spells though. Yeah, for now I'm out of level 2 spells. Stay here for now. That's my turn. Actually, can I use my move action to like go here and put the urns down, so I don't have to carry them?
That's probably a good idea because I don't think you could catch a third one.
Yeah.
You're already somehow carrying 2 and a flame blade.
Well, if you move up to one
I
of
mean,
them,
the
one of them will
flame
throw
blade
it, right?
disappears. I can always summon back at the bonus action. Yeah, but I will go back and put the urns down safely.
Hello. You just produced bright magical light.
I mean,
I
there's a light
sure-
spell behind me. It's not
Yes.
me.
Look at me. Clearly.
You have beautiful corona of light.
Oh god.
Oh
It's a
god.
crown.
We know how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Choo-choo.
that's a
Snicker
hit.
snack goes the druid.
Vorpal
Oh.
Maul.
Not healing.
Yeah.
Well, to try to again draw attention away from
Whirlwind.
you know, if I had a second attack, good lord, this would be so much
I think it's
easier.
best just to take down as much as we can. So go for the damaged one.
Sure. Amulet will attack Skull Skeleton 12. Do here. Flail attack. 22.
Nice, good damage.
10 bludgeoning. Yeah, I could move closer, but I don't think that would help necessarily. I'll stay.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Skeleton's back.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
And for his next at disadvantage thing to throw.
Who's it at?
This one can be at the king.
Alright.
What, me? I have crap deck saves. Do it.
As he's not checking an urn this time, he's checking the ceremonial dagger that was with the urn.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, that plonks off harmlessly now.
As just a ceremonial dagger now goes flying somewhere across the crypt to deal with.
That's fair.
At least that won't break on impact, so
That's
Yeah,
good. That's good.
even clean up maybe, but that's dealable.
Yep.
You are going to chuck an urn at Vickers.
Yes. That misses. Let me do my save. I want to catch that. Save. Yes, I assume that's fine.
And Vickers suddenly, oh, congrats, you're now the proud owner of an urn.
Interesting.
Me.
Okay, that is actually a hit. Damn, they're rolling very high, aren't they? Alright, damage.
We've had lots of high end rolls.
Ugh.
Though you can definitely take the hit.
Yes, yes. 13 is a lot, but
All right. Well, I have two options here. I can get the sneak attack on those guys around you, or I could attempt to take out the guys on the left and right.
sneak attack. The guys on the left and right are disadvantaged, so they're
All right. Well, let's attack the skeleton that is threatening Zed here. 14. So going once. I'll
Place on that.
bless that. Yeah. So 18.
That's a hit.
Add a sneak attack. So 18. Beautiful. And then his bonus action. You know what? He's gonna chuck one towards skeleton 16 there on the left just to see if he can take it out. 18 for 6. Wonderful.
yay.
And
Your
then-
security deposit.
Yes. Wonderful. All right. Let's see. I moved here and then I moved here, so you can actually move back this way to potentially be a target for skeleton 15. We'll see. And that's him.
Me. Hey, it's the one who ran away before.
Oh dear. Hi.
Hi, because you're the one who woke it up.
True.
Well, kind of woke it up.
Surely you won't hit me this time. You just hit me. Ouch.
All this rust.
It's fine. I'm not down. Still up.
Scratch. It's gone.
Bye.
Ceres?
I mean, let's move over here. Better line of sight, and then skeleton 2, I think. Ah.
Bless.
Place.
Oh yeah, there is bless. 14?
Yeah. And thankfully, most while they're buried with weapons, they're not necessarily buried with a lot of armor.
If he gets this, they are gonna heal him if he goes down. So shall I
Yeah,
take the skeleton too?
you can wait. Yeah.
With the flaming scimitar appears again in my hand, and I will stab it on like skeleton 2.
Abyss with thee.
16.
Nice. 19. Damn.
Yeah, that's a max damage almost.
Yeah, very good.
I shall stay there. That's my turn.
Oh, you're making quick work of these undead.
Uh,
I need to get flame blade. Avnas will hammer or flail the skeleton in front of him. Flail. Would a 13 hit?
Oh.
1d8 were you?
Super blast.
Excuse me.
I will be 12.
A 12 misses. Though you were very close.
Sure. I'll use. No, we'll take like a short rest. I'll lay on.
Can you move over here?
Sure.
Perfect.
Me. What you can chuck this time, skeleton?
Head.
A bone.
do Castlevania, like those skeletons that throw their own
Oh
bones.
yeah.
Hmm. Let's go with. Oh, this one's not gonna hit well. Well, you've not got a lot else to try, skeletons. So
Not easy.
this one gets a -1, which I've applied, and this is going towards the closest person at disadvantage.
And that's a miss then, just barely.
You just
He just
suddenly see a long
ducks, like,
sword
"What the
fly past your
fuck?"
face.
Looks back to the skeleton. Yeah.
Anyway, the skeleton. I mean,
Do
it
what a
did so well.
skeleton
It
does
did so well
best.
before. It's going to try injuring the king again.
Yeah.
No. Not this time, Skeleton.
All right. Now come the fan of blades. It's the first one. Ooh. Let's bless that one and see if I hit here. No, I assume.
11 is definitely a miss.
All right. Let's try again with the bonus action. Aha! Crit. Ooh! I get to roll sneak attack twice.
Yay!
Right. That's how it works. I rolled again.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, 1, 2. Oh, that's better rolls. Oh well. 19 total. Aha! Right through the eye socket.
Leaving no mark on the corpse, however.
No.
Pristine skeleton.
Um.
Action.
What do I want to do? I'll stay here. That'll be my turn.
Blast.
Full Danny DeVito.
Uh,
Star blasting.
start blasting. Pull it away from the urns.
I mean, I could just go and try to kill it.
Yeah, I think that's best.
If I
That,
miss, that will be bad.
Well, you'll survive.
Yeah.
I have
You'll
faith in
live.
you. It has disadvantage, so
Yeah.
fine.
It has no choice but throw an urn next time. It's already thrown both ceremonial weapons next to it.
Yeah. But no.
18 to hit, to 18 damage.
Oof.
This skeleton is not quite intact.
Wonderful. Great job.
Great.
As you have cleared out the first level of the crypt
Wow. All right.
and 3 chambers. So
Oof. All right.
I think a short rest might be in order.
Short rest. What's that?
arguably you've cleared out 4 chambers because someone's already proctored half of what's in the next
Yeah.
area.
Oops.
I will lose a flaming blade for it, but oh well.
I mean, we can keep going, I guess.
We can keep
I'll
going.
just
Yeah. I'm
use it
fine.
to-
I'm
use it
fine.
to expend spell slots to heal.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I can spend 2 spell slots to heal each of us. Then I have 2 ready.
It's
All
up to
right.
you.
Yeah. Do that.
I'll do some lay on hands on myself then.
For Rikus,
I'll take it.
for me, and I will also use an action to summon my Fey-Fetus giant spider.
Hey,
Be help here.
So, do you have any left in your pool for me? Oh,
Uh,
paladin.
I do.
Can you touch me up, please?
I suppose.
Does he deserve your sacred touch?
That's the question, isn't
Oh
it?
God.
I will give Vikas should save 1 to have just in case I need to save someone's life, like from dying.
Save 1.
Save 1.
Yeah, I think 9 hit points to Vikings.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and archive these corpses for your graveyard.
Yes. Let's also return the urns to where they were supposed to be, so people don't get mixed up. And
I
we
also like quick mending pass on the urns to say they are all fine.
Smart. Anything that breaks just mend. It's like, no.
add the ceremonial daggers and longsword more like, because they'd probably have some nicks from being thrown around.
Now which urn went where?
These rats just move the urns around really weird.
Oh no.
But you can put them back. I'm not going to ask for a skill check.
Alright.
Intelligence check to remember where the urns were placed.
I should roll history to remember.
It'd be more like an investigation, most likely. But
Yep.
it's trivial enough for your character to do though with time. So
Yeah.
All right. To capitalize on the flaming blade, we shall press on.
Yes.
I will.
I can, want to set
looking
me
at
the spider's account?
Can someone move
Sure.
me?
Yes. Where do you want to be?
Just with you. That's fine.
Yes.
send
You're
Cyrus
with
in
me
front.
now.
I
Thank
just
you.
sent the spider. Go, spider! See what you see. Aggro all the enemies.
All the eyes. Probably see a lot.
Control the enemies. Oh, there's so many rats in here. Ugh.
Our rat friend.
Well, rat time.
Worst time.
Except when you escape.
Yeah. Yes. Stab. Yes.
Thank you. I am here. I've got. It's just my right arm is nowhere near the mouse and won't be.
That's fine. That's why I rolled Cyrus's
It's all
initiative
good.
for you. I rolled it as part of my GM rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't arrive.
Oh, I forgot a rat. Rat, you also got with the graveyard.
There.
But hey, this is just rats. You can handle rats.
Please roll me?
I dislike how you said it's just rats.
Yeah. As
There we
far
go.
as we
Now
can
did
see,
roll.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Is everyone on there?
Think so.
Notorially, it's going to try and bite the giant spider.
Well, that's
Well,
one crit that we're not getting. Thank God.
Piercing and 8 poison.
Let me check if the spider is resistant to that kind of stuff.
it honestly
Yeah, the
looks
poison is
resistant to
immune to poison.
Aha!
Well, it's 2 6 or 7 piercing.
Yes.
Or attack with advantage.
Hits. 4.
Because the spider is being eaten alive.
Well, thankfully, the spider is alive long enough for me to get my sneak attack, so let's capitalize on that, shall we? Oh.
Spider hisses. Complete the mission. As it like. Oh, rat.
And its legs are being torn off by giant rats.
Oh God.
Oh, poor spider. Let's help it out. All right, dagger flies
Vicious-
down the
a vicious
stairs.
spider,
Yeah, he's He's gonna attack Big Rat 2 here.
You've just volleyed down the stairs.
Gosh, let me roll bless on that. 11.
Tiger unfortunately doesn't manage to hit the small little creature.
Try again. Ah, 23.
That one hits.
All right, let's roll sneak attack. Oof. All right, 11. Psychic. Yes. All right. He'll stay here quite happily, to be quite honest.
I mean, how far do I need to move up to be able to blast the rat next to the spider?
I mean, technically, you can fire from where you're standing.
Alright, fire from where I'm standing.
You're at the very edge of the stairs, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's not the easiest angle for you, but kabloom.
Alright. I don't need to move past my steel wall that is ominous.
Well, that's easy enough.
Good spider.
Rat's gonna go sneaky. Sneak.
The spider has blind sight on 10 feet.
Spider sees all.
Interesting you say that then. Spider sees this rat.
Yeah.
Zed.
I assume that spider can telepathically tell me that there is a rat in the corner.
He'd tell you it's in that tile, yes.
I sort of come here and poke it with my flaming blade. Aha!
Oof.
18 for 16 damage.
With the
And I shall move there back. That's my turn. That's killed the spider.
As there is a crunch of its exoskeleton as it's killed.
Oh, poor thing.
well, there's only one way to go, and that is forward towards this rat. Flail the rat. 2 to hit, 5 damage. Yes. And then I will step a little bit to the side to give people behind clear room to shoot the rat.
As Amina sees another rat scurry out from under one of the coffins,
Oh no.
it is kind of bloated, almost like it's got like pustules on the side of it.
Ew.
That needs to go.
Pestilence rat.
At least you're a paladin. You're immune to. Wait, are you?
Skulk. I'm not immune to poison.
Disease, right? Yeah, but it's disease, right?
If
So-
you're immune to disease, you don't have to make the con save.
Hey.
I see. Haha.
Which I'll
Yeah,
be
you got
honest-
some godly
Which
blood.
I'll be honest,
Yeah.
really don't
Oh,
want to
no.
get this thing's disease.
Rat diseases are terrible. Let's see, what is that? That's 13 damage.
Yeah, 13 damage total.
Out.
The rat's got to do some damage to something.
Right, let's kill that thing.
That's a hit.
16 for 8.
Correct.
Aha. Swish swish, or whatever daggers make sound make, I guess.
That fight's over.
Anything
Room goes
hiding in
quiet.
here?
Make a
I don't like
perception.
the fact that might be some spookies hiding around things. So, right, perception.
Blessed is attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
Oh, okay.
I could use my thing, but perception is weird because technically you don't know if you failed or not, so I don't know if I can use it.
You can use it if you would like to use it.
Then I would like to use it. 5, so 19.
To enhance your senses.
Yes.
You still do not see anything hiding in this room. However, you do notice something off. So, of course, previously in the other room, you had seen that there were some coffins that were burst open. You see some of these ones have also been burst open from the inside. On top of the plinth, though, there is this almost like very ornate looking one. That doesn't look like it's been opened from the inside. It looks like it's been pried open from the outside with a crowbar.
Because we'll point that out.
It's not left a lot of marks, but there is definitely a mark that something has tried prying its way in. So
Right. Successfully or not?
you think so?
Ah.
The lid does
Well.
look ajar.
Oh dear. Well done. Let's be careful. Might still be lurking about.
Shall I send another spider scout to the fourth room?
Does it
If you can
cost
spare it.
anything?
I mean,
Is it the same as your water shape feature, right?
Yeah,
Or
it is
like,
same.
yeah.
And I can get it back on a short rest. So
Oh yeah, then sounds good.
go spider.
Spider's like, ugh, again?
Oh,
The
God,
good
I
of the
was
king.
just here.
The spider pushes through the door there.
Yep.
Small
Skitter,
claw
skitter.
opens the door. Hello.
It's a long corridor.
So did they actually get into the sarcophagus on the
It
plinth
appears
here?
that sarcophagus on the left has been opened by someone.
Thank you,
Let's go take a
Valky.
look inside.
Amethyst looks inside. Inside, you see the body of what appears to be a rather what was a rather large skulled individual. It's miraculously mostly intact.
Hmm?
It's not skeletonized like the others.
Okay.
It looks like it might have been preserved through some methods. Its skin almost looks a bit kind of mummified,
Okay.
though without bandages, just kind of more like it's all like emaciated and
Sure.
kind of dried out.
Yeah.
Except you notice something on it. Its chest has a large cut down the middle of it,
Hmm.
right over where the heart should be.
Oh man, maybe they
It
took the
heart.
heart. Yeah.
Took the heart for something.
Or blood magic or whatever.
There's also something else you notice interesting about the body.
Yes.
This skulled individual, as you look closely at him, he's kind of donned in some of his like ceremonial armor.
Yeah.
His helmet has these kind of large like horns on the front of it
Huh?
that are hollow. It appears.
Hmm.
Why someone would need a hollow horns on their helmet, you don't know.
I'm gonna consider. Maybe someone could pluck the helmet from the skeleton.
No.
Maybe they're not angered at dead more than we are.
I'm gonna sense it's undead. Is the creature inside undead?
The creature inside is not undead, and you do not sense any undead in this room.
Also, I don't think the Skulk will enjoy if you steal, say,
Yes.
Honored Warrior's helmet. They won't join your side, most certainly with that.
If it's filled with riches.
It's a very shiny
Well,
helmet. It's
Vegas
made of like
will,
a very shiny helmet. It's like gilded in gold.
Hmm.
fool's gold, my king.
How much gold would we get if we robbed the entire crypt of Skip Town?
I don't think that will happen, my king.
Like 10,000 gold?
No.
Probably
That would
not
be the
10
bounty that would be put on you after you steal everything.
Probably not 10 grand for if you wanted to, but if you went through and like took everything ceremonial in here and everything gold plated,
Yeah.
I don't know, melted down, you could probably get. I mean, you could definitely get a couple of grand for it at least.
Hmm. Where's my
Maybe 4 grand.
where's my impish enabler Halldamir when I need him?
I don't
Hey
know. I
man,
feel like
this time
is...
I'm playing a serious character. No enabling of desecrating here.
Halldamir, man after my own heart.
Sarah does not want to piss off the local community of Skald barbarians.
As it turns out, no. Diplomacy has won the day.
Fine.
Big
Let me
reminder that
mention,
we are. The mayor would be incredibly pissed as well.
like in a side, like if you really want a gold, I know there's a money loving noble, so I think few people miss him than the helmet.
Fine.
Just dispose of the noble of the very long name.
The spiders are stealth into the room and see what there is to see.
Spider stealth up ahead. As far as the spider can see, the room looks empty. It appears to be some kind of very ceremonial room. Clearly, whoever's buried in this room is important. Well, whoever the two people, usually two coffins in this room, were important. But the spider can't read, so no clue who they are.
Right.
Actually,
But yeah,
no,
there is various gold and jewels in here. Definitely look. One thing you do find interesting though is that north wall. It's collapsed now, but it looks like something dug in.
Oh. I wonder if that's how they got in.
the spiders are like a circle around the room if it sends anything in with blind sense, and then go further in.
It does
Let's
sense
see.
some mild movement from those two sarcophagus, the two coffins. They're not sarcophagus. Though they appear closed, so you think they're animated, but they've not actually burst out. Nothing's woken them up yet, per se.
I will let the spider inform me this detail, and I will inform it to the party. What's up, bros? Do I send the scout ahead or more, or help deal with if the two burst in?
Let's clear this area first, and then we can go further. You can keep your spider in the back ranks. We'll have need of it.
So take the dodge action or hide action.
Yeah. Our good old paladin here of good intentions can lead the way. Yes, my king, right?
I never said I had good intentions.
I mean, rescuing the throne sounds a pretty good intention.
Yeah.
You know, not doing free of charge exactly.
I mean, who
Vickers, Zed.
Yeah.
You both almost smells like a strange rotting smell from this area, though, which is odd. You haven't smelled rotting. You've smelled like death, but not something actively rotting.
Okay, let's be cautious. And it's from this room specifically, or just like as soon as we enter the corridor, is basically coming
You
out.
smell it as soon as you enter this corridor, really.
Okay, let's best be careful. Actually, Vickers would like to attempt to stealth here, if at all possible.
You can.
All
Could
right.
I roll something like survival or nature to see if this rod is like from the graves, or is it like a linking gas from the like open wall?
Mm,
I would like to.
I'll take a medicine.
Sure, I can try medicine.
It's knowing about bodies, so medicine is more appropriate here, I feel.
And not really good roll. Oh well.
You're not the most sure. It smells of death. Active death.
All right.
Does Amina sense any undead fiends or celestials?
Let me quickly see the exact way that ability works. One moment. Because yes, but I need to know exactly how.
It
Until the end of your turn, you know the location of any fiend, celestial, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial, fiend, undead, the presence you seek, but not its identity. Okay. Well, you up ahead will sense the two that the spider could also sense inside of these two coffins.
Yeah.
You don't sense any other ones in this room. So
Then I will, before heading in here, I will cast Protection for Good and Evil.
Was it including like fake creatures?
Let's see. Until the spell ends, willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Oh.
The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of this type have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. They cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If the target is already charmed, frightened, and possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on the effect.
All right.
And
Can you snuff out my light?
Yes.
All right.
Light.
I'll use your residual around the corner here as I attempt to sneak. But I have a feeling these things can sense me anyway. But
I also was not straight away from now.
yeah, I rolled an 18 for the stealth dark.
18.
18.
You move around the corner, as sneaky as you can muster.
Yep.
The old stone tiling, almost slightly rocky and rickety, but nothing seems to respond to your movement.
Okay. Inch. Are these coffins open or are they closed?
They are sealed at the moment, it appears.
Okay.
The undead inside haven't been alerted by anything. Though they're not, you could probably open one if you need to.
Right. Is there a way to like open one and stab one like before they wake up, or is that too?
It's possible if you're very quiet about it.
I'll attempt to give it a go. He'll psychic link until Laminus what he's attempting to do.
Okay.
So if he hears something go wrong, then get going. So he'll try and inch back against the wall closer to this one. Then once he gets close, he'll attempt to quietly open it if he can. Do you need another roll?
Nope. I'm using your previous roll here.
All right.
You managed to slide the lid open.
Okay.
Be bad for you.
Well, the lid open and presumably it's still not awake. Yes.
It's going to notice you fairly fast, given it's now got light shining in, at least some, from around the corner.
True. He's gonna stab, like he's gonna blade down.
But you've got it quick enough that you can stab it before it reacts. So.
All right, I will roll that. 21 for 10. I assume I get sneak attack here because surprise advantage. Okay. 18 psychic. And I see it was just one action, right? So
Yep, just one action, but you'll get the free attack off before
perfect.
before the skeleton kind of just crashes the rest of the lid off of it. And we'll be going to initiative.
Yes. All right. Initiative. Oh well, I rolled very well for that initiative.
The undead, not so much.
Good timing for this.
Quick for one.
But yeah, hi.
Okay, there's the other one. They're both prone technically because they're both lying in the coffin still.
Yeah. Let's see. I believe if a creature is prone, I get advantage, right?
Yes, with the
If a-
melee attack, yes.
Yes. So I will use that melee attack, which means if I hit, I can sneak attack as well. 17, does that hit?
It does.
All right, sneak attack. 11. All right. Bonus action. The advantage is 25, so 7 points of psychic. Wonderful. Well, with the deed done, he will slink back around corner here. Actually, he'll go here, so he leaves some space for people to move between. That will be his turn.
Okay. Interesting. Proceed, Aranus, as you see there's another undead climbing out of its coffin in the distance.
Alright, well. It's fine. He shall proceed apace. Up here, he will ready an action to attack any enemy that comes in contact with him.
This seems rather mean of you, but
Yeah, well.
there is suddenly this noise, a thud. Then you hear and then you hear like this loud smashing noise. And then suddenly, Zed, the wall beside you begins to slide away.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The ghoul!
As you see this large, fleshy figure standing there, dressed in what appears to be these really unusual, very primal looking like robes. As it kind of holds out a hand, and suddenly streams of fire begin to shoot at Zed. This will be fun.
Very interesting.
I'm just going to double check this macro is correct before I fire it.
All right.
I made this ages ago, and I don't. How does that spell work again? That is correct.
One hit.
Ah, spellcaster.
Well,
I want the spider to be part of initiative. I need it.
But only one hit?
Yeah, only one hit. The
And then
first one.
and then it will move up into melee with you. This creature is bloated and ghastly, and you can see flesh actually dripping off of it.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to try something. Who knows? I'm going to Witch Bolt it, but I'm going to upcast it to 2nd level.
All right. Nice. +2. You want?
18.
That's 18 to hit, which does.
That's good.
Is that 7 lightning damage?
Yes. Just checking that the upcasted macro does have the right damage amount
Go ahead and check that then.
in the macro. Why not? It does, yeah. It's 7 lightning.
Okay. Ooh.
Since you upcast it, does that mean that when you do the action extra, it'll have the extra damage?
No, sadly not. It's just the initial damage that goes up.
Still, automatic hit is very good.
It sure is.
Do you need to see them for the thing, or can you just run away and do it?
Nah, I need to be within 30 feet, and they must not have total cover from me.
Alright.
I think it's also concentration stuff.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, concentration. I've still got one thing up my sleeve. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 3 damage?
What's this look like there?
As Ceres fires the witch bolt just past Zed and it strikes the undying posture, it does burn into the flesh, but then you see all these very ancient looking runes tattooed into its dead dying flesh. All seems to just light up like a beacon for a moment, as suddenly you just almost see just down the same bolt of lightning, just traces of it going back and echoes of that same magic hitting Ceres.
Ooh.
Ceres doesn't like that. Not a bit. So I'm going to quicken spell a firebolt to his face.
Damn it, he doesn't have 2 reactions.
Sure doesn't. 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Nice.
And
It's like
thankfully,
the biggest fuck you.
thankfully it says when hit by a spell. I no longer have to hit with the witch spell, it just automatically does damage when I use an action.
This is very true.
I have to hit with my blade.
I guess that counts as a spell, because it's
Yeah,
a magic weapon.
it
Yeah.
counts as a spell.
Berserker Skeleton will spend half its movement to get up. And then stumble this way.
Ahaha! My cunning trap springs, good sir. Flail. Oh.
Us, maybe? Oh, maybe not. No.
That
Probably.
misses. He's then going to return fire.
That's it.
Ow.
Oh, it has disadvantage actually, so it's a miss because I have protection from good and evil.
We do, yeah.
As it kind of smashes into your divine shield in front of you.
My cunning scheme, sir. As the radiance and awesomeness of me just possible to do anything. Meanwhile, a goddamn fireworks display is going on in the corridor behind him.
As you see spells flying one way, bouncing back the other way.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck is happening?
Bonus action summon the blade back, and I will strike it since it doesn't have reaction for now. 22 to hit. For 14 fire damage.
Ooh.
Oof.
That is a hit.
Woof.
Nice.
And it's already spent its reaction, so...
Yep.
It would have much rather reflecting that damage, but hey, it's an undead. It only has so much intelligence.
Try its best.
And it's a whole tip location here. Shield up front. Die, you undead.
To the abyss with thee.
Because
Defenses
Right.
have to hold.
Step here and throw. Let's see. Bless, please. Haha. 19.
that hits.
10. Sneaky attack. It's 15 total.
15. Okay. One moment.
Problem.
Okay, one moment, please.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing for you.
Ah. Well done.
Great teamwork. Great.
I'll show you why I had to roll the fortitude save there. It's a mechanic that I'm sure Jonas is familiar with.
Oh yeah, the zombie. Undead fortitude. So annoying.
Okay. Interesting.
If it rolled a high enough fort save, it would have just dropped to 1 hit point and just not died.
Oh god, so the DC would have been 20?
And the thing is that every single time you hit it, it could just keep doing it again and again.
Yeah, it's almost impossible
Gosh.
to kill them if they are lucky with their rolls.
Oh, radiant damage gets rid of it though, so that's good,
Yeah,
I guess.
I had a group with no radiant damage who literally tried to take down a zombie for I think 3 rounds. The whole group just smashing into it constantly. They just couldn't get it.
Oh wait, my turn's not done actually, because that's
You
like
downed it.
then he'll help here. So do this, and he uses his bonus action to throw another blade. 24 for 7.
Oh,
Right.
both sides.
Yeah, that'll be him then.
The phase guns by the salon now just plop here and keep watch nothing coming from our back. That will do. Nothing else.
Varys?
Okay. My witch bolt fizzles, so I'm no longer concentrating. I just firebolt. Why not? Really? Oh, like that.
Ooh, nice.
Kids love it.
Oof. I like the session with Bless. We all rolled good anyway.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's
But honestly, Bless has definitely turned some rolls here.
It's the blessing that's done the job.
Yeah, it's the placebo Bless effect.
what if Renarin's first word is firebolt?
There we go.
God.
Well, yeah, it'll be okay. I'm so proud of yourself.
Fine little sorcerer.
Yep.
Yeah, Mom, Dad, fuck those words. We need to go to what's important here. Fire.
It's either going to be firebolt or key point.
Right.
It is not like the dagger to the brain.
I figured. Ow. Ooh. Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh. Owie, owie. This is my fault. I walked here.
Yes, you should have kept your range.
I forgot.
You know that berserkers hit like a truck.
Yeah, I just forgot. I forgot he could just walk up without recompense. I should have walked like back one, but
You can walk in the area around.
I tell heal you if you go down, so I'll attack if playing blade.
I trust you.
It goes into its stance to deliver a very powerful attack next turn.
All right. Let's
That's
kill it
what-
then. All right. Blade number 1. 22.
That's a
Sneak
hit.
attack. 20.
Again, I did not get to show off the berserker's powerful attack.
Good for Vickers, he might have died
Oh,
if it
I
was that
thought-
bad.
As the tomb goes quiet,
Mm. Woof. Oh, thank you.
it appears the undead threat has been, as far as you can see, has been eliminated.
Well, well, well. Alright.
Apostate can stay there on the stairs for now.
I will send the spider head to explore this tunnel. Stealthily.
There's not. It's not. It's most of it's collapsed at this point. There's not a lot for your spider to see now.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend time digging it out, but I don't think you have the tools for that.
So
What tools are needed?
A pickaxe or something you'd need, or at least a shovel.
Masons, I guess. Masons tools.
Yeah. Mason's tools, miner's tools, something on those lines.
so
I have a crowbar, but most are not helping.
That's not going to clear rubble and debris.
Yeah, I have nothing.
is there anything else like on the plinth here? Has break-ins been happening here as well, or?
Amnes looks around. You have plenty of time now just to examine the scene.
Yep.
There doesn't appear to be any damage in this room other than to the wall.
All right.
You don't. It doesn't look like anyone's touched anything on the plinth. Or you can, as far as you can tell, at least all the relics appear to be there. There's no signs of the dust being disturbed. Same with on the far wall. The murals on the wall still stand as they do.
All right. Well,
From what you can, if you take a guess about this room, you think this was like the honor guard for the Scold King. Was these
Yeah.
two?
Right.
Was.
Well, then she came in, knew exactly what she was going for, went, took it, and then just left like straight away.
And collapsed the
Then-
way back out, so she couldn't
Yeah.
be followed.
Yeah, and all hell breaks loose. So
But what happened here, though? Like,
Yeah,
this
what is
apostate.
this? This shit.
Yeah. You look inside and you see a small dark room. The walls have all been painted long ago with some kind of sickly red paint. There are Scold symbols on the wall, which none of you can really read the most, though perhaps Zed, with his knowledge of Druidic, which these somewhat resemble a little bit, he can perhaps get a basic gist.
Could I roll something like a intelligence to get a better understanding?
Sure. I'll let you do an intelligence history. You are a scholar, after all. It's possible you might have at some point looked into the Scold writings.
Since I assume we are not gonna fight anymore, I shall probably claim in blade for guidance for myself.
Yep.
23.
Well, we tried two. It's not ability checks.
Yeah, I'm just using the T4 for guidance.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course.
Reading the text on the walls, you're able to get a much better idea as you kind of think back to what you've previously studied of the Scold. It appears this room here was a secret chamber built to house one of the tribes, or one of the Scold tribes' shamans. To be precise, a shaman devoted to their patron of vengeance. And the text on the back wall essentially reads as follows. So you're doing a slight translation, it's not the exact wording. Heed these words, for those who desecrate our sacred place. We shall rise from hell and bring forth our vengeance upon those who defile the land of the dead.
spoiling your kingly hand with it. So
Looks-
maybe I can carry it.
He looks at his kingly hand and nods and says, "Well, if you insist, certainly."
Yeah. The set takes like the head in a nice hold between two of his hands, and yeah,
You can be a bit more respectful with the head.
yes. He puts a prayer for his usher. For this to not reincarnate and be vengeful for the king. He
Yeah,
doesn't
the
know.
king just like flopping around the head like la di da di da.
Look,
We
look, here's one of the
Well-
Scold Priests of Vengeance, everyone. Hi.
Hi.
would have tossed it on the desk of the mayor for sure.
No.
I mean, you could still do that potentially. But yes,
Yeah, we'll report back, I think.
yep, the group can head out of the temple. Out of the crypt.
I shall also put some form of cloak on the head, so if you walk the
Yes.
streets,
Yes.
You can cover it with a cloak. It won't do much for the smell, but you can cover up the cloak. You can cover up his head with the cloak.
that's fine. That's fine.
As you exit outside, Brother Farlan makes a big sigh of relief seeing you coming out. Probably glad he can release the spell at this point.
Of course.
I don't sense an evil presence from below. Have you succeeded?
Nods. Yes, the threat is eliminated, and the tomb is silent once more. Although there might be some cleaning necessary. There were quite a few of the undead critters and rather large rats.
That's fine. At least in that case, I can send in some of the native Scold who would like to clean the place, I'm sure.
No. And says, I think you and they will be pleased to see that tomb is unharmed by us. Although we did find evidence of someone tunneling in the far north.
Yes, we were aware.
And they have potentially taken something.
Nods. Yes. It seems they stole the heart from the corpse on the central dais of the tomb.
Just what we suspected. Thank you for this information. It's good to know.
Yeah, soon it will be good also for the mayor to come here to hear about this.
I will take my inspection of the tomb. Once I get some of the Scold members here, it will take me a couple of minutes. It will take me, hopefully, only an hour at most, and then I will report to the mayor with if we believe you have been satisfactorily careful.
Because nods. Says, good. Will give us some time to rest. And
If you've done what you said, you certainly deserve it.
he smiles.
There are rooms in the abbey if you wish to use those.
No.
That we shall.
I
Thank
shall wait for some skulls too. Because Sid doesn't want to take this head anywhere out of this grave. So he's gonna wait the skulls will come and then like Apollo has a lot of them. But like show the proof what happened and then like talk with the shaman and like smooth things over in Druidic fashion and put the head back to rest.
You know, it was just a causality of a fight with a creature that has a head that can be cut off. Fortunately.
Yes. And the skull has seen it. The priest has seen it. There's proof of that.
The Scold aren't the most upset by the head being cut off, though they are quite thankful that you're not just walking off with the head.
Yeah.
That would have been a bit more disrespectful.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's their Visra cleanup assessment of?
Well, the group descends below with the same blessings you all had, and it takes a bit before they come back up. But a few scold end up coming back upstairs and speaking with Brother Farlan. It seems Brother Farlan is satisfied that you didn't do any undue collateral damage down there.
Wonderful.
Hey.
To be honest, the skulls were expecting at least a little bit more damage to the architecture.
Yes, well, we're
Because
very
to be
careful casters.
You know, when you need precision and when you need stopping power, that's when you hire the Ashen Court. Here's our business card.
Are we now a mercenary group, the Ashen Court, as well as?
Yes, we are many things.
What was marketing?
The Ashen mercenaries from the Ashen Court.
we need a marketing team.
Sounds like a perfectly valid thing to get on your council.
Maybe Mayor Rochelle. She looks shippy enough.
Well, I like public relations of the King's Court.
Exactly. The PR department.
Very well. I'm going to move that out, and I'll hide the fog of war again. The group is certainly, though, given plenty of time because it does take them some time to make their full assessment of the place. So, if people would like to take a short rest, they may.
Yes, please.
I shall take.
Short rest. Double check.
Eat up as many hits as you want to.
Yeah, I need to double check what they are.
D8, I believe.
You also roll with D8s.
Yes, they are. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. I'm probably gonna eat all of these.
You've got 4 of them, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? That's good enough. It's weird how I didn't put down my dice that time.
It didn't expend one of them, did it?
Oh, maybe I accidentally did the 1d6. So I'll just doesn't matter. I'll just take off another one in my properties. Where's it? There it is. Yeah, I'll just put 1. Well, honestly, D8. Yeah, I'll use the last one.
Oh, no,
I
no.
will also use Natural Recover to get the second level spell back.
At this point, it's nearing midday. At this point, as you're all kind of taking a rest at one of the temples.
Yep.
The low level white robed priests, grey robed priests, more accurately, there. They treat you with hospitality. They don't really know who you are, but except the fact that the brother said, give you food, give you somewhere to rest.
Sure.
But the church always gives hospitality to those in need. So.
Yeah.
It's good. A chance to relax, assuming you don't mind the slightly gothic architecture.
Oh no, I quite enjoy it.
Seth will go as a full history nerd and ask all kind of historical questions.
Or the poor low level acolytes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm as old as this chapel, don't you know?
Mm.
I'm an historical artifact, really, when you think about it.
Ancient.
Yes, it's like it's so old that it's almost impossible to comprehend. It's like if he was alive, he would be like born in the 1600s, you know.
As all of you sit down, enjoying a nice little bit of like bread and some, like a little bit of meat, a little bit of salted meat they had, a bit of food for lunch. It's not great, but I mean, it's not terrible either. It's
Well
possible.
done. Yeah.
There is suddenly like a knock on the door as you see the head of Mayor Rochelle poke in with an enthusiastic grin. Ah, you're all here. Excellent. She claps her hands excitedly. I've just spoken to the dear brother Farlan, and he has informed me of your successes. I always do have a good eye for talent. She looks all of you over, just nodding in approval.
Yes, good move, taking all the credit.
Well, you know.
With all of your successes, I believe I owe you a bit more money.
Amos nods. Yes.
Now, before I give you more, however, it's only fair that, as per the contract we negotiated, she pulls out a chair and sits down across from all of you.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you wish to speak about the negotiation for the remaining payment.
Again.
Brother Farlan has also informed me of something that was discovered in the tomb.
Yes. The we are in fact in point hunting for whoever made the break to the. We believe the individual is of interest. We're on her trail at.
Oh.
Yes, we believe it to be some sort of blood witch, but it is not 100% confirmed.
Is that the same blood witch all of those priests outside are all going on about?
Yes, that's the same one. The reason also, the Lord of the Land was killed, supposed. I'm sure
Yeah.
you've heard of that.
I have certainly heard. They pause for a moment. They summoned myself to the capital for his execution.
Nod. He leans forward and says, Mayor Rochelle, if I may be quite honest with you.
Go ahead. I like someone who's direct.
Smiles slightly. Have you perhaps taken a second look at the contract?
I always make sure I review the contracts carefully.
He nods. Then perhaps you notice something with the way I signed.
There was a slight abnormality, yes. She takes a moment looking you up and down. And she actually starts taking a really careful look at you at this point, especially at your more otherworldly features.
Yes. At this point, Amanas will let the halo flash up for a little bit and then like dim it down again. Because he doesn't want to like just, display divine power in the middle of the chapel. Even if that would be the most appropriate place to do it.
So now, normally, if I saw someone using that, I would be forced to report them somewhere. There'd be a lot of questions because, well, I'm going to take a guess, though, that there is a reason that you're not using your proper name.
Yes. I am, as you might have surmised, a fugitive. I am hunted. And to be fair, should I reveal myself who I truly am at this point, I would most certainly either be chased from the lands completely or I would be killed by some assassin. That is not my goal.
Given your appeared age, given the fact you're a fugitive, your overall appearance, And given the seal in question, there aren't that many possibilities for who you could be.
Smiles. Says, no, I believe you are correct in your best or perhaps worst fears of who I might be. I am indeed sovereign of grand and glorious kingdom. Currently, I travel under the name of Aban Seal. You might have known that me when I sat on the throne was more of a layabout and a slob. All of this is true, but much has happened, and the recent, well, not the recent fall from grace on my own part, but the recent death of our protector and patron has stirred me out of my stupor, and I have sworn a sacred oath to retake my kingdom and retake my throne. That is the reason we are currently active in this region. We are trying to assess what is actually going on in a kingdom and the region that we have willingly cut ourselves off from. When the Inquisition first arrived, we feared that they were here for us, but as it turns out, they were not. But their public execution of the Lord forced us to ask certain questions. Why him? Why now? And all of these trails have led to this blood. Simultaneously, I am keen on proving my intentions with actions more than words. I intend to lead from the front this time, and not just slumber in a drunken stupor in some sort of corner in a palace. Those days are behind me. If you need more vouching for my character, I am sure that some of my other followers could attest to that. I believe you know several of them. What I would like from you, Mayor Rochelle, are simply two things. One, I would like to know exactly why you have barred the Inquisition from your town, because I think you are the only one in the north who have done so. That is a ballsy move, and I would like to understand why you have decided to do that. Secondly, I would like a woman of your obvious skills at negotiations, mercantile cunning, and bold vision of leadership on my side. I would like you and your fair town to join my effort and join my court. He leans back.
She pauses for a moment. And she doesn't look particularly surprised by anything you're saying. Though she does look like she's still taking a second to process it.
Yes.
Right.
A bit of an info dump.
Well, I will say up front, while I have opposed the Inquisition here, I am not prepared to simply swear fealty to a renegade who is being hunted. Not yet. Though, if you're someone who likes to prove their actions with words, then with more than just words, then perhaps we can see. Well, perhaps you can sway me further on that.
Nods.
But I will indulge your first request at least. You wanted to know why I barred the Inquisition.
Yes.
She kind of pauses for a moment. No, I shouldn't discuss this here. Come to my townhouse this evening. I will discuss it there with you. Better not do it in a place where the walls have ears.
Astute of you.
Very well. We shall explore the town and take a bit of a rest for the rest of the day. Then.
Please do. You've certainly earned it. I'll make sure that you get accommodations in. Which inn should I get you accommodations in? I'll get you the one closer to my estate. Yes. Yes, the one close to my estate will do.
Excellent. Now, one final thing. I understand your decision to not join our cause at this very moment, although I am disappointed a little. I understand. However, I hope you would be so gracious to afford my people a very good discount on supplies we might be needing in the near future. Does that sound more feasible? Smiles and says, you are the town closest to where we currently encamp. You would be seeing a lot of business, I assure you.
We're also one of your only real choices unless you wish to go further abroad. But you did help clear out. You did clear out an unexpected hurdle with that apostate. I will see that your agents at least have free access to the market, so they can do trade uninterrupted by my security.
Fair enough.
It's certainly a better position than the Inquisition's got at the moment.
You know. Very good then, Mayor Rochelle. We will be seeing you this evening.
I look forward to it. She stands up. Oh yes, and she places down 250 gold on the table.
Hey.
After all, the contract is now completed.
Money. Gold. Right.
As you'll take her leave, and you're all slightly more richer.
Yes.
Added 150 gold.
You've added what?
150 gold to my character sheet.
Which you each can do. And of course, there's 400 in the group pile.
Yep. I mean, we can just add the entire amount to the group pile if you want. It'll be 900.
I think we should pool until we need to spend, right? Just make it easier.
Sure.
Okay. I'll take the group pile to 900 gold.
Because, you can pretend that 900 gold is yours rather than just having 150, right?
Oh, yes. Avinas pretends. Closes his eyes, dreams of gold.
All that money.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, let us rest for the evening, perhaps.
Nope.
However, for Vicus, how long would it be time-wise?
You
Until...
have several hours until evening. It's only a little bit past midday at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Remind me, how long do I have to wait until I can contact my good friend again?
You can contact him immediately. Just as I described to you originally, the more you end up pulling on him, the more he might get noticed.
Yeah. Is there a cooldown period for that, or is it just cumulative over time?
He's not fully gone from your previous calling on him, but he's not got much suspicion on him right now. So
Okay.
if you have to put pull on him, it's mostly safe.
Mostly safe. I don't think he will. However, I think Vicus will basically give him something back in the ways of information, and basically send him a report on what's going on here. On what he's currently been going on with the Blood Witch specifically, because he asked for information and he got it. And actually, perhaps I will wait on that until we talk with the noble that the Blood Witch met with, and then once he has everything, he'll do it. So he'll have that in the back of his mind. Perhaps now he'll try and basically figure out his way to contact the underbelly, so to speak, to get his foot in the door. So when he wants to actually get a message through, can do so.
Yes. There's, of course, also a reminder for the group. Yes, you also had one other person here, at least you knew about of interest. The Lady Mazzara on the left there.
Yeah.
Who was she again?
She was known to be speaking to the Blood Witch.
Yes. My contact routed up that
Contact
information.
report at least one sighting of her meeting with the Blood Witch prior to all of this.
Then we should definitely pay her a visit. Probably,
Now?
Well, maybe next session, but
Well, yeah, but before we meet the mayor, yeah.
Yes, we should talk.
You've got like 5 hours, so you've got time certainly.
Yeah, for next session, but definitely like now in the narrative.
Sniff her out, and then we corner her somewhere. Put the cold steel blade on her neck. She better talk.
Well, she's a bit washed up now. The info had basically told me like she's the normal, but she's a bit down outs, I think. So
She doesn't really hold any political power at the moment.
yeah, so I don't think it'll take much to get her to speak.
Well, let's hope so for her sake.
Well, that will bring us to the end of this session then.
Hey.
All right.
You guys successfully cleared out the tomb. You also noticed the desecration that had occurred to the Skull Leader's body. And you managed to get a little bit of information out of Mayor Rochelle as well. And you have a dinner date for this evening.
Yes.
All in all,
Goody.
that session.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for the session. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great fun.
A nice blend this week of combat versus not combat.